Has Parting mined any Ethereum so far in this tournament?
I think he has not done
No.
I don't think
this is the first parting game that we're going to get today, right? This is the first time we're seeing him today? Yeah, so yesterday he had no Ethereum mine, so he's still at 0 Ethereum mine.
We told him that, too, backstage, and he was like, yeah.
Of course. Why would I do
I did
that?
not mine Ethereum.
Why would I mine it?
Do you guys even play this game?
Yeah, I mean.
It's funny because we're making fun of you when we came in before we even went live yesterday.
How
you
embarrassing.
Were saying,
How embarrassing was that?
You were telling us, you're like, yeah, man, I'm playing Celestials. I haven't really messed with Ethereum units yet.
I was saying, if we start making Ethereum units, I have to get up and leave because I won't know how to cast the game, but so far, so good.
Yeah, it's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, Parting is pretty much proven that you can get to the upper bracket finals and potentially even the grand finals on just Luminite and Argent.
It's crazy. It does seem like there's like this way where, you can just ditch Ethereum and just do this kind of Luminite rush. But I guess if it's like Celestial versus Celestial, if you can just hold the rush and get a little bit of Ethereum, you're going to be so ahead, I think that the game would basically be over.
Yeah. I mean, we saw, I think Probe was also trying to do some interesting stuff, getting some faster Ethereum out and be able to, I think he went to Sites one of those games. Is that what's correct?
He went Sites. I remember. He went Sites one game, and then I believe in another match, he actually just mined 100 Ethereum to get the movement speed and energy regeneration upgrade on the Argents. Which was pretty impactful because he was getting pushed, and as soon as he got that movement speed upgrade, he could push cross-map and easily clean up the force of his opponent. And
I forgot we were starting on Jagged Maw.
Yeah, I actually forgot this too.
And one player sent their Morph Core the wrong way and used it incorrectly to make an expansion.
You know, we were talking about Clem, the way that he approached this on Jagged Maw, going with one arc ship and making a creation chamber, and how that might be the better way to approach this. And here we have Parting and Probe. Wait, are they just going to fly past each other? Hold on a second.
Arc ship high five just happened.
We have 3 link nodes up here for Party. He is completely foregoing the M-Core.
Oh my god, that's such an interesting idea with this.
What did he make to the left of his
creation chamber?
Creation chamber down there, okay.
Yeah, so he's going to go Argent, and then he has just 3 link nodes already here. To eventually, I'm guessing, he's upgrading them all into Spark nodes as quickly as he possibly can here. Because you can't use the top bar ability on those because they don't kill buildings, as we know. So you can't use that as a defense. You have to just get them into Spark nodes as soon as possible. And he's going to have to just run away with the collection array.
What? Oh, it's solo on HP, though.
Down to
118. I feel like Probe could just dive this completely. Oh, man, Parting with a rare fumble. Trying something new, and it is not working out.
I mean, now he's got no income.
There's no way to win, right?
He has what? One?
Is that it?
One prism? That's nothing.
Does he even have? Is that link node even in range to attack the collection array over there?
No, I think barely, but it can just fly away, right? I mean,
it can just go down to the left side. Yeah.
I don't think Probe is going to make the same mistake that Clem did and just forget that those buildings can fly.
And Probe's even going to make a second arc ship here just to continue to. Oh,
GG.
Never mind. That's it. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that idea just failed terribly.
Yeah, that was.
You know, maybe if he made them before the creation chamber, he would have had a chance. But actually, the build time to upgrade the link nodes is so long.
Wait, do you need a creation chamber to make a link node?
Oh, yeah, obviously. What am I? Again, you can tell I don't really do this build very often.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you do. Huh.
Well, that went suboptimally, I would say.
Still, though,
I mean, I get the idea, but yeah, it doesn't math out. You can't save the building.
I'm wondering if you can make the creation chamber immediately in the main base. You don't have the travel time on the core. Then maybe that gives you the extra 4 or 5 seconds you need to get the link nodes up. I mean, it is so close. It still might not math out.
I don't know, man. It's just.
I don't know.
This is outside of my realm of expertise when it comes to RTS gameplay in general.
Yeah.
I'm not a cheeser and I'm not a theory crafter. I'm just like I copy the best build. That's a
you just know how to wall.
And I do. Yeah, dude. I know how to wall off and make a couple screenshots about it, dude. That is my expertise for sure.
I mean, I guess the idea of what Party wanted to do was to just get enough defenses that. You know, he can just hold it, and then the game goes on from there, and it's probably pretty easy, but
it's an idea that I think would work on basically any other map, but not on Jagged Maw.
Yeah.
You need another 5 or maybe even 10 seconds to actually get those link nodes up and ready to defend your collection array. And here we go, one of the bigger maps in the pool. So we will actually have some expansions coming in on both sides. Can Probe do it again? Parting has really shown a lot of weakness in this mirror matchup so far.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean, it's huge that Probe won game 1.
Yeah. That's great.
I mean, that's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna give him this nice little boost in the series, and if Parting slips up just a couple more times, he's right down in the losers bracket, and both of those Infernal players are going to be hating Probe for the rest of the weekend.
Well, they might not both be Infernal players if Parting gets
That's
sent to the
also a good
losers
point,
bracket.
yes.
I think it's very likely we'll go for having, what, 2 Celestials and 2 Infernals
To 4
3.
Celestials.
Yeah. Just Celestials left over. Oh, now look at this movement coming in from Parting. He's actually setting his creation, or not his creation chamber, his arc ship all the way up here to the north. I don't think he dropped a scan. Or did he?
No.
Does he know that Probe isn't here on the top side? Is he trying to take a hidden base?
No, I don't think he scanned because he just overcharged his arc ship to get it to move faster. I don't think you have the power to both scan and boost your thing that fast. So,
but he's taking this
Oh, wow,
expansion.
no, you're
he
right.
must know somehow. Maybe he did it at the very start.
yeah, maybe he did. Okay, maybe I'm just actually an idiot. That's also very possible.
No, this is a smart move coming in from Parting because the way that the spawns work on this map is it's always top versus bottom. You cannot spawn horizontal.
Yeah,
It's got to be vertical or diagonal. So for Probe coming in here into the mid game, this hidden base here for Parting on the top left might just go unscouted by Probe the entire match.
Yeah, like that's such a random spot to just suddenly scout. And it's not like Celestials outside of the scan have a super easy time scouting like random spots or whatever.
That's a good. Yeah, that's actually a really good point because when you initially see any faction in an RTS that has a scan ability that's global like that, you go, oh well, now you're going to be able to scout stuff. But actually, everything else is so slow that you get.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the vision cone for the Morph Core or the Prism is that good, right?
Yeah, it's just like, so you can't just risk being like, oh, well, I wonder if he's just expanded here randomly. Let me go scout, boop, boop, and you just send the scan. It's like you don't, because then if he's not there, there's just a wasted scan. It's like so dumb. So you can't really just throw those around, especially since it's linked to power, which then requires you to then spend more money to get more power banks to replenish that power. So that thing's going to go unscouted for probably a while here. But, I mean, Parting's also going to be a bit aggressive with his forward creation chambers and link nodes over here. Expecting there to be an expansion, seeing that's not there, and then just cancels immediately and just decides to keep going on the high ground here. But there's Kree coming out from Probe, and I don't think he's even realized that this is coming into his own base here this early until just now.
Yeah, Probe going for a rollout rush here on the Kree, getting them very early, skipping the Argents entirely.
so much
He's going to use
damage.
the Kree to get the power supplies taken out, and now they're going to try and get these Argents. One of them, body block there on the ramp, is going to fall. The other one on the front line also shouldn't be able to kite away. The movement speed on these Kree is very high, and I think Probe might have just snowballed this in his favor. I don't know if Parting can recover from here.
Yeah,
Probe is so good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the Creep's getting in on this too. Yeah, I mean, shutting down the power supplies like that, and, you know, we talked about this before this match started, but when you get shut down in a rush, all your infrastructure's out here, right? So, I mean, I don't know. We're going to see if Parting can recover. If anybody could, it would be him, but this looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. There's so many Kree out here right now. None of these buildings are link nodes either, so they're not doing any extra damage versus anything. It's just these Kree. Getting a couple of Argents extra out now, though, is pretty good because they will have those little empowered shots with their energy. So still getting some decent damage on the back end of this fight. Probe will have to recoup with a few more Kree here before he can really dive back in again. So Parting is still kind of in this one for now.
There is one thing I'm wondering, though, because Parting has that third base set up mining. His economy actually is significantly better than Probe's in this moment, and he might be able to make just enough Argents to hang on, but actually, oh, look at the way he's trying to use the pathing right here, forcing the Kree into a choke point. That's going to benefit the ranged units here, the Argents, and Probe is just going to go for, what, a counterattack?
How do you counterattack a Celestial on a map this big?
Well, I mean,
where's their base?
You can force the array to lift at the very least.
Well, that would flatten the income, right? And so...
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I don't know. I mean,
it's so far. Look at they're taking forever to get down there. It's like all of the units too. It's crazy.
But if he's able to do it, I mean, each collection array that he takes off is a third of the income here for Parting, and
true.
Eventually they will need to lift. Even if you overcharge this, the Kree damage output it is way too high. Yep, collection array immediately goes up. Parting now just mining from 2 bases, and Probe should be able to deny the natural expansion as well here for Parting.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is the collection array is so slow. Okay, he's going to find this one too. Dude, Probe, I think, is going to win this game.
He might.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
He just has to sandbag this push.
There's a lot of Argents still up here, though, and the power banks are still pretty close as well, so he's going to be able to continue to have energy for those supercharged attacks. I mean, Parting doing his best to keep his collection arrays actually mining, which is going to become a big problem here, because obviously the longer those are lifted, the worse it's going to get for him. Probe coming in now with the Kree, trying to get a shot off onto these Argents. Will just go for the towers instead, continue to push those back. I think that's a good play. You want to keep those from getting too close into your own base here. So they will be able to deny that for now, and then just goes back onto the Argents whenever they can find a free shot here. Actually going for a flank too.
Man, what a surround coming in from the Kree. Retreating back from Parting's
my
base,
God.
and that's going to be it. GG. Probe is up 2-0 in
Look
the
at Parting.
blink of an eye, and Parting looks shaken by these
He's
defeats.
pissed. This was not in the script.
He is sweating, and it's cold in there.
It's cold in there. That's right.
Probe's got a blanket on right now.
Yeah, man. Probe must be feeling so pumped after these wins.
Look at that keyboard.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's a confident gamer right there.
Oh,
showing up with a
yeah.
hot pink keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
I say this wearing a pink shirt. As I was finishing him, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Man, Probe is playing this so well.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, this is – I knew it was possible, but Probe looks so completely competent in everything that he's doing. Like the call to just counterattack there.
Yeah, that was actually so good.
And he knew exactly where the next collection array was, too. I mean, maybe Parting comes back in 3 games in a row, but I don't know.
He looks totally thrown off by this.
Yeah.
Like he has his things that he's trying to go for. I think the first one, the Jagged Maw is a little bit awkward because that was like his planned attempted response that just didn't work.
Right.
But then this second game, it's like his planned attack that didn't work. And it's like he has his thing that was, you know, in the previous series working so well for him.
Yeah.
And now it's like just suddenly not working at all. And Probe is able to also do his own thing as well, which is totally throwing him off because Parting isn't doing what he wants and Probe's succeeding at his ideas.
Right.
So Parting's just getting like totally thrown off by this whole thing. It's because he's so used to being the one that's just always ahead in every situation.
Going back to that map on Jagged Maw, too, I feel like the response that Parting did is something that you would workshop with a teammate or with a practice partner before you actually show up in a tournament like this. But what he might have missed is that Clem earlier on today went for just the one arc ship rush that was more effective than a typical 2 arc ship, which has been the meta up until literally today on Jagged Maw maps. And it hits a little bit faster with a little bit faster M cores. As a result, Parting, I mean, he just got completely dumbfounded there. The link nodes did not get up in time to defend that. And we've had a couple of games in a row now where Probe is basically coming with these almost new meta styles of Celestial versus Celestial, whereas Parting is sticking with the bread and butter from day one. And it feels like he is starting to fall behind in terms of the metagame.
This is going to be a dream come true if Probe can pull this off. Remember that he was defending in the last game? The roles have switched. This time it's going to be Probe rushing. Parting is playing, at least from what we can tell so far, a macro game. You can basically cheese on 2 bases still with Celestial. So.
But yeah, I mean, here come all the morph cores.
The march of the morph cores.
They're coming on out one at a time, trying to go over to the other side of the map here. It's a relatively small map, this one, so he can get over here pretty quickly. So it's a good map for this strategy. And I mean, look at this, it's just the line of them going across. Like, they're like satellites in the sky or whatever, like going by. It's so funny looking.
Oh, he cancels the creation chamber?
He's
going to start it instead with the core to make it come out a little bit faster.
Okay.
All right, that makes sense. Is it going to be enough, though? I mean, the first couple of Argents, it's going to take a while for their numbers to get high enough to actually contest these cores. That collection array almost certainly is going to have to lift.
Yeah, did Parting just not expect Probe to do this on this map? Because he seems so unprepared for this right now, I feel like.
It's hard to stop this if you're going for a fast expansion. But he's going to go for Argents. He's building a second arc ship to try and get some more cores out himself. And with this collection array, he's going to try to mine as much as possible before lifting. Is he even going to try and lift?
I think he knows it's not going to survive. Like, they're so slow. You can't actually escape with them. I think he just wanted to get as many resources as possible. He's got the other one at the top left as well still.
I
So
guess
still
that makes
getting
sense.
some
There's
income.
no easy way to get the Argent over here to defend this because the trees are in the way.
Yeah, that's also true, actually. No, you're right. Yeah, no, well, he's got the couple link nodes there, but even those are going to take forever to actually transform into the spark nodes. Actually, he does get it up in time though, so that's actually very good.
This is still so scary for Parting, though, because even if Probe... Oh, he's actually tanking with the Arc Ship. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Smart.
Parting is going to retarget now onto the cores, but there are, in fact, so many cores.
I don't...
Can the Link Nodes even stop this?
I think the link nodes, excuse me, might not be able to stop this. We still have, like, what, 6 Morph Cores? And every link node that goes down is going to be that much less damage.
You can't even see them underneath the arc ships. They're so fat. It's like insane. There we go. Nice zoom in there. It's peeking between the little cracks in the morph cores here. Unfortunately, I mean, it seems like the first one did die.
Yeah, I think he might have.
I think he actually holds. It's going to be 2 left after this?
Yeah, and there's an Argent on the ground, too.
Wow,
that was so close.
Oh, we no-scopes it at the last second.
Wow. Holy moly.
Okay, so
Jeez.
now what? I mean, everything he's got is out here. He has 2 arc ships, which is just awkward. He goes for a creation chamber here. He's going to keep making morph cores. But he'll never... No, wait a minute. Is there a creation chamber for Parting?
Yeah, he does have
Okay,
the
that's still there.
Argents from
So
before.
it would math out that Parting would just always have more Argents than Probe can have, right? So I think Parting can close this out pretty easily.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Uh-oh.
Is that Probe? Oh, he's trying to get the extra Luminite, I think, from killing the camp so that he can catch up in terms of Argents.
Oh, that's so many Argents still for Parting. It's actually crazy. I don't. He's even using the overcharge ability here to be able to kill off some of these things here. But I mean, this is just like
the fact that the overcharge prioritizes the creeps is so funny.
yeah. It does look kind of weird.
That is not an ability that you can retarget, to the best of my knowledge. I think it just kind of exists in its space.
I mean, what is Probe gonna have to go?
I just don't see a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're supposed to have one when the rush fails. I mean, it's like it's called an all-in for a reason, right?
Yeah. He's trying to hide a couple of random creation chambers in different spots. He's got one in his main base as well, just to hope that he can maybe bank up enough Argents somewhere on the map to then maybe do a counterattack or do something to catch Parting off guard, or just to be able to get enough to defend an inevitable counterattack as well.
Yeah, but the Argent number here for Parting is so high, I'm not really sure what you do from Probe's perspective. Of course, he's 1 map win away from going to the finals, so he is going to try and play this one out and do his best. But with the creation chambers back at home only just now coming online, I don't see him closing the gap anytime soon. It's going to be 5 or 6 Argent advantage here for Parting at the very least. Actually, wait, no, we have 3 out for Probe.
I feel like an Argent push is going to close this out.
Is there another creation chamber? Oh, yeah, we have that one in the center of the map. All right, so it's not quite as dire as it might have seemed.
Okay, so he's making
But
a beeline
still.
here. He's going up to as fast as he can to try to push this. It's 4 to... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Probe's Argent. So, it's only 3 Argents right now.
Yeah,
with a
it's
4th
6
one
to
just now
4.
meeting up.
6 to 4 in favor of Parting.
He does have the high ground advantage for a little bit here, so he could try to maybe poke up, but now that the arc ship comes over, negates that. We'll be able to just push on up here and then start to put his own power banks down. Tries to go for the engagement, is Probe, but there's just too many numbers. That's going to be a GG.
GG. First loss here for Probe on the board in a game where the rush was shut down.
I was actually pretty confident that we were going to have a 3-0 right there.
Yeah, it seemed like it for a moment, right? But those link nodes got up just in time at the second collection array. Oh, that was close.
Probe trying to figure out right now what exactly does he want to do, right, for the next game. It seems like every Celestial game, you have to decide immediately, okay, am I going to send my arc ship out or
so
not?
decisive.
Yeah. Or do I make 1 prism and then send my arc ship out or not, depending on the map. But I don't know. I don't know if there was any obvious thing, at least to me, that I saw that was wrong with the rush. But it did seem to be a map-specific hold, too.
In what? Oh, in what way? What do you mean?
I mean, the way that he was able to keep the 3rd base safe. Well, no, I guess actually
Because of the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, the fact that you can go up to the north side instead of taking your
I'm sorry,
your
not
natural.
3rd base, 2nd base. What I meant. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, like you take the 3rd as your natural or whatever, so you don't have to, like, because otherwise on the way over, then the morph cores can kill the collection array if it's at that 2nd base, if you just go in the normal spot or whatever. So yeah, it's the fact that he kind of instantly set up those 3 link nodes on the left as well. You can kind of see the difference here between the Jagged Maw game, because Jagged Maw is obviously super close by air, so like it was just barely not in time. But this time he was able to actually get the link nodes up.
You know what, too? Like, you don't after you kill the main, you don't have to dive on the. You could force 3 or 4 link nodes and then just back off.
I think that
And
might
they-
have been
and
the
they-
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably the play, actually.
Because also with the cores, you can just go after the creation chamber of parting. You can reset his production, and then each
True,
core
yeah,
is
yeah.
basically 100 luminite, right? So you can make your own creation chambers on the cheap with them very
Yeah.
quickly and start building your own Argent numbers up.
Maybe the play is you rush, and then when you kill that, you just take a morph core and immediately expand where they are.
Oh.
And
I
then-
would just, yeah,
know
actually,
what
I
I
guess
mean?
with the link nodes, that would make
Interesting.
sense.
If you force link nodes. Once you see that, you go, all right.
Yeah. I think Probe just maybe thought like, oh, like I could just drive it. Let me just try to drive it. I think
Well,
I can
also
get it.
he's up 2-0, like he wins that. He's in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
exactly,
grand
exactly.
final, so it can't be blamed. All right, the man has made his decision. Probe is on the move. Let's take a look at parting here. Is he? He's running away.
He's hiding in the corner
He's hiding.
like a coward.
Wait, yeah, where is he taking the arc ship? Actually, that's interesting.
I think he's just going to
He's
hang
gonna go.
out.
Oh,
for,
okay, all right, I'm
He's gonna
sorry,
go for
he's gonna go
Lumina,
there,
or
yeah.
Ethereum. Is this the first Ethereum he's ever mined?
Yeah.
If
Get
he,
ready.
If he gets a prism
Get the
out.
champagne bottles
Get the-
out.
I don't think he's going to go on to Ethereum that quickly. I think he's just positioning it here. I would be surprised if we saw him go for Ethereum. But
So both sides take a base here. This is a really big map, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Not all the maps in this game are the same size. So you know, the bigger the map and the further away the spawns, generally the worse or the least effective, less effective, I should say, rushes are.
he is going to go
There
on
he
it.
is. He's doing it.
No,
I
Party.
can't
Everyone
believe it.
celebrate.
The first time
He's
in
gonna-
Tasteless TV showdown history, Parting is mining Ethereum.
We're all
Oh
going to get
my
tattoos
God.
with this in mind. This is crazy.
There
so
he
Parting's
is.
going to tack up. Look at that. Using the second resource in the game. A bold move.
A bold move indeed.
Parting's been giving people fits with only one resource. Imagine what he can
Yeah.
do with 2 of them. Will anyone stop him now? He's been playing with one hand tied behind his
That's
back.
right.
Oh my God. I mean, what's the plan here then, though? With that, is he going? Like, is he gonna go for Kree? Because he's got a creation chamber.
I think you have to go for Kree in this situation, right? You build a creation chamber, you have the core, you get the upgrade building out basically as fast as possible. I mean, nothing
interesting.
else really would make sense to me.
Do you get enough Kree out in time to be able to defend something like this?
Probe did it on a larger map. I'm not sure if Parting can do it here. I imagine it will be a little bit more
Lost
difficult.
Hope is a totally different beast. It feels like when it comes to defending something like that. But this, it's a big map, but I don't think it's. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We will see.
He has enough to start rollout as soon as the Guardian Nexus is complete. But the Argents are already knocking on his door. Remember when Parting did his Argent attack against Probe actually had, what, 3 or 4 Kree by the time the Argents first
exactly.
did? In this case, rollout is not going to be done for maybe about another minute, maybe a little bit less than that.
So when you rush on this map, it's kind of weird because you can get in between
Yeah.
the main and the expansion, which I guess in this matchup there's also a lot of variables with that too. You know, generally you don't have traffic between the two. But the point that he's going to be putting pressure on here is actually on the creation chamber. So he baits out. God, that thing has long range.
Yeah,
He baits that out, but then you basically just want to have that energy wasted. You stay back and kind of wind up for another attack.
It's also forcing him into lower efficiency power here. He's got less available, so that's going to limit his production times here, which is extremely important when you're going on a defensive timing build like this because you're trying to get as much out.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's sick. So sick. Baiting out the creep there to attack them. It's so sick.
That was crazy. So the creeps, I mean, I guess they're no longer a factor here. So he's in between the two spots, which, okay, now the Krees are going to come in, but he's going to send the Krees up. Does this mean he could try to, like...
He wants to take the capture point right here. He wants to get the healing, and he does, in fact, on the Kree. That's
Nice.
huge.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that until you pointed out. See, that's so smart. So he's going to try to just use this position to reinforce his attack. The problem is Krees don't have range, so they can roll in, but they're going to be pulled into, a position where they can start to take more damage.
Keep in mind, Kree's much more mobile here than the Argents, but that's not useful when they're forced into a corner like this one. Oh, even the Argents with the low ground can attack. There's so many Argents here, I feel like they can either one-shot or two-shot these Krees.
Oh my God, the injured Kree is still alive. By the way, yeah, I was about to say, he could just run down here and attack these. You could stop the source of the Krees by taking these buildings out. By the way, Argents kill buildings actually surprisingly fast. It does seem like Celestial buildings can die quickly if focus fired. Okay, the Krees are going to come up. He's doing a decent amount of damage, but the kiting is real here for Probe.
Yeah, Parting now migrating back to the Arc Chamber to try and get some healing off on these Krees. Keep in mind, Probo is attacking these buildings, also spending a lot of energy, so he's going to come back to these power supply buildings to try and recharge. Kree's going for the throw right now, actually getting some really good surface area on those Argents. Is it going to be enough, though? I feel like, man, the stutter step micro from Probe is so good.
The double overcharge on those power banks as well, doing a lot of damage to the Krees on the back end. Even a triple third one getting placed down here, making it so difficult for Parting to continue to attack onto the Argents here. Probe is doing so good with this engagement right now, and is making it very difficult for Parting. Even though he has the healing buff, he can't get an efficient engage.
And using the power supply buildings to create a choke point against the melee units, the Kree, and I feel like Probe has just now reached critical mass right here with these Argents.
I don't think that Parting can survive this.
This is incredible.
Probe is able to seesaw in the main, then back to the expansion, and it's weird when the Krees attack in, then they have to decide, okay, we're going to go back and be counter hit, or do we want to try to lead into the expansion? He's remade the creation core. Here come those Krees again. Oh my God, not enough damage.
Yeah, this little choke point that he's made with those power banks for him to just kind of nestle up into is so good for him, because obviously you need the surface area for the Kree to be efficient in any way whatsoever. And as he's trying to go in again, just goes right back to that little choke point, makes it impossible for multiple Kree to actually get on top of everything. It's so good.
You know, the fact that the Kree also, when they die, they take fatal damage, they become locked, and they only expire a couple seconds after that. Parting can't really move past that point when they die in the choke. It's like
it also does friendly fire.
Field almost. Yeah, it does friendly fire too. So I feel like Probe's basically got this one in the bag. Parting is on his last legs trying to defend. Unless Probe gets woefully out of position, I feel like he can just slowly creep towards Parting's base here with the power supplies.
He's got enough bulk. I think he can just start to push in here.
He's also got no power. He's on red power.
Is there still a base at the top? Is there an expansion still there?
I believe there still is.
I wouldn't mind just seeing. Okay, yeah, he can't quite get in there. It might be worth it to have one unit just go up there and attack.
I think there's a link node there, though, so it might just barely be too much range for the Argent.
Yeah, there is a link. Yeah. Strike node now.
Strike node, nice.
So, you know, the problem for Parting is he's so up against the ropes, there's not even that much room to make stuff on the map.
Oh, man, the Argents can basically one-shot the Kree now, too.
Oh, my God. He's even just face tanking. Look at that. He just kind of walks into the splash damage there just to assert dominance.
Dude, I can't believe we're going to see Probe 3-1 Parting. This is the biggest upset of the entire tournament.
This is crazy.
The collection of
Rages gets
destroyed.
Two-shotted it. Jeez. I mean, Parting's dead. He's completely dead. There's no way he's going to come back in this.
Yeah, I think that last flow was fatal, but there's just no way to cover. I think he'll probably tap out when these Krees get wiped. There's just not enough. Yeah, there's so many units here. There's no way the Krees can wipe this.
Yeah, Parting trying to mix it up, both in Game 1 and Game 3, but Probe, I mean, he has just played this so well all the way throughout this series, and that's going to be it. GG. Parting is falling to the lower bracket. Probe is going to go on to the grand finals. That is incredible. I mean, what an upset here.
Yeah, that is just really unexpected, I would say. I mean, I kind of thought that, of all people, Probe would kind of come in with these very interesting kind of strategies to abuse any weakness that Parting might show, but the fact that it was a 3-1 is pretty sick for Probe, man.
It's really impressive. You know, it seems like so much of the game is dictated by how you're able to handle the first minute or two of these rushes.
Yeah.
Especially in Celestial versus Celestial.
Yeah. We're going to have an interview with Probe in a second here, see how he's feeling, but he's here now.
Look at him.
Congratulations. Here, I'll pass this over to you. Oh, headset's better.
Oh,
yeah, good.
Yeah, that actually is a lot better.
Yeah, well,
yeah. Should have done that a while ago.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so congratulations, man. We were saying earlier this is kind of the big upset of the tournament, right? Like, and no disrespect to you, of course.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Parting's been so successful in his Stormgate career so far. How are you feeling?
Shaking.
Yeah?
The jitters.
Feels good?
It's so good. Oh, it's amazing. I was so worried about this match. I'm like, Parting is so good. Every time I meet him in a tournament, he 3-0s me.
Yeah.
It's never good. And then I was just so calm, so relaxed before the game. Nothing could stop me.
So let's talk about, was it Game 3 where the Rush almost won the game and then it kind of backfired there at the end? How would you have handled that differently to close that out or make the game go on?
I think I wasted a lot of time on the creation chamber with the morph cores, when really I just had to go straight to his other base. If you deny that, you win the game. Allowed him to get up 3 cannons, whatever we call them, link nodes, upgraded. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can out DPS it. I couldn't. I was pretty committed at that point. The other thing I was actually thinking about doing, I'm not going to say. So
Keep it a secret, man.
Yeah, you might be placing him again in the grand finals.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have to play an Infernal. I am so happy.
Yeah.
He's already writing the Infernals off. I love it.
Yeah.
Man, your gameplay
Actually,
was
no,
just-
I don't. I think the Infernals have a really good shot, either Laser or Theory at beating Party. I really do, truly.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
the laser
Fury
still
looked
said he
very
had
good.
a laser still says he has stuff cooked up for parting,
Yeah.
right? We haven't actually
Yeah.
seen that yet, so
Although the stuff that he's got cooked up, I'm pretty sure is him also playing Celestials.
yeah, perhaps true.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you go, do you have anything you want to say to everybody that's watching?
I just want to thank everybody. Usually I thank people for waking up at 4 a.m. to tune in. I don't have the time exactly, but it's perfect time zone for Australia, so thank you guys all for watching and supporting.
Definitely a great time for this region. Guys, here, grab some merch. Hold this up, guys. We are selling not just this Tasteless shirt, Showdown shirt here, but we got a bunch of stuff that you can get on our merch site. We got mugs, we got hoodies, lots of cool designs. If you want to support us, go to tastelessthreads.com, and we'll be back after this break. Bye-bye.